Hello guys and girls, welcome back to another video. And this one is a real-time video because the drawing didn't take very long. Yeah, so please like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff because that would be really cool. Yeah, well, it's another drawing and I wanted to do it pretty fast and I really like this drawing. It turned out great, or at least I would say so. So right now I should be in, well, I shouldn't be in school, but I have like just a gap in my classes, and I didn't want to work out because I don't want to drive. I forgot my shorts in the morning, first of all, and then I didn't want to drive to, back home to get my shorts, drive up there to work out, then drive back home to shower, and then go up again. That would be a lot of driving for no reason, especially when I have plenty of time to work out after school, which I will be doing. So, yeah. So I just, I figured I had time, so why not make a drawing? Or at least a video about a drawing. That would be pretty cool. So today in art class, we didn't do anything crazy. We started something. Well, we got shoe boxes because, well, we just needed boxes, but we got shoe boxes from a store, which they didn't need them, or something like that. And we painted on them, or you could paint on them, you can customize them however you want it, just kind of a small chill exercise. So I painted a face, surprising nobody, with red and black, and it turned out pretty good. It's not finished yet completely, very close to being so, but I haven't taken a picture. I will do it, probably in the next video or something like that. But you'll get to see it, of course. But yeah, that was a really nice time. We didn't do that much. We just talked and painted or drew on the boxes or whatever people want to do. Of course, I painted, but I realized something about cardboard. It's like a lot like raw canvas, and raw canvas hasn't been primed with anything, so it just sucks paint like crazy. Your paint doesn't go nowhere in the box, and it just keeps consuming more and more paint. But it was nice to like just do something. Not that it mattered, it didn't have to be good, and it was like kind of just calm and quiet, just slowly building up layers and values. And I made some parts lighter with doing more layers on top of one another with the same red, so some places look highlighted because they're lighter than the places where I've had done less layers, if that makes sense. And I think it looks awesome. Yeah. And we have to put other stuff in the box, so it's like, yeah, I don't want to paint the other side, so I just painted the face, or the flap of the box, the top of the box. Yeah. So I didn't really do anything crazy. Like some people customized the whole box, but they did it less detailed, I guess, which is not wrong or bad, but just not how I want to do it. I don't feel the need to customize all of it. If that makes sense. Yeah. So I'm pretty happy with that. But it is really annoying that we have so much time. Of course, now I'm home making a video, which is good and of course nice, and I could work out if I didn't forget my shorts. Yeah. And of course I can do other stuff as well. But most of it's gonna be like driving somewhere, doing something which costs money. And not that I think is a waste of money, but it's gonna be in the long run, it's gonna be a lot of money spent on driving somewhere because I'm bored. Because my school didn't school like planning didn't work out for some reason or whatever. That's all right, really. Yeah. So I'm going to a party tonight, which will be awesome. I haven't been on a I didn't do anything last weekend, which is alright. I worked. But this time I don't have to work. So I'm actually free, have some time off. And yeah, hopefully it'll be fun. I think it will. It sounds like it's gonna be nice, you know, but yeah, we'll see. Of course, everything can go wrong and the house will explode or whatever, but I don't think it will. I don't really don't think it will. But yeah. And I don't really have anything to do Saturday. I just think I have to, well, probably have a hangover and then not do anything really, probably. We will see though. It depends. Yeah. Sometimes I think it's like, one of the more annoying parts of making a video every day is like the fact that sometimes I have nothing to talk about and I don't have anything crazy ideas about anything really. But yeah. It's how it is sometimes. I did actually though, one funny thing. I got a message. I don't know if I've talked about this. Maybe I have, but whatever. I'll talk about it again, I guess. I got a message from some person on the internet. It sounds like creepy, but it's not creepy. Anyway, I got a message about a person who was interested in some art because he just, purchased a house or got a house or something like that, and he was like, it has to be, we have to decorate it, or it has to be decorated. So he was wondering where I lived because he wanted to come and look at some art, which is cool. I was like, yeah, I live in the area I live in Denmark, and I was like, but if that's too far, I can always send pictures with the post, because I live in kind of like the outskirts of Denmark. But the worst thing about it is like I live in my parents' house, and I yeah I don't really have an atelier. I have like I don't have a studio. I have a little, I don't even know, just a little room. So yeah, it's a little bit weird. That's also one of the reasons I want a studio, because it's much cooler and it's also easier to have people over at the studio instead of people coming over to your parents' house or your house. Of course, if it was my house alone, that's different. But since it's my parents' houses, yeah, you know, hopefully it makes sense. But we'll see. I've gotten a few messages throughout the years of people who were interested, in quotations, who actually they probably were, but sometimes the price scares people and they think they can get something for very cheap. And sometimes it's like, yeah, it's pretty cheap for art what I sell, but not if you're not famous or anything. But it's the problem is like you kind of have to, if you want to, or come with like an offer. That's something that pisses me off when it's like, yeah, people don't even want to come with an offer, and that's because they want it so cheaply they don't even want to say the offer. And that's when people are like kind of taking the piss. Not taking the piss, but just like not that serious again. Because like they want to support, but they don't really want to support. You know, they don't really care, which is fine. But I hate like the people who act like they care or act like they want to support. I want to buy a painting, then do it. I don't, I don't care about. Oh, it's so great, and keep doing what you're doing, Shut the fuck up. I don't care about that. Because yes, it's very sweet when people say they like my art and something. That's pretty cool. But the best way of showing me you like my art, or any artist's art ever, is by purchasing it. If it's for sale, of course. That's my honest opinion. If you want to support artists, buy from artists. Don't just tell them they're cool or whatever. You can also do that, but like, you get my point. Or at least hopefully you do. Also, my lamp is broken. My desk lamp is broken. So, yeah, that's not so cool. Anyway, I want to say thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff, because I really appreciate every time you do. Love you guys. Bye.